If you guys take away anything from this, that apple picking is fun, but you can't do it all the time. And Korean man, if you don't have a woman, can work in a pinch.
It's a perfect substitute. It really is.
Especially if you have a foot fetish.
It's like if you don't have milk for scrambled eggs, you put a little water in it. It's not perfect, but with the lights off, you can't even notice the difference.
There are many topics and concepts we are all familiar with, but aren't exactly sure how they work. Each week, Alan Fitzgerald and I choose a topic and try our best to explain it. This is Explaining Things.
Welcome to another episode of Explaining Things. As always, I'm your host, Jonathan Tilson, with my co-host, Alan Fitzgerald. How should someone be happy without drugs?
My doctor gave me a drug for that.
Drugs mask a lot of boredom for a lot of people.
Bupropion.
Bupropion?
This is the drug I'm on now that I can't do real drugs.
Yeah. Well, I'm on that too.
I don't want you to tell everyone your medical history, but you're on a little more than that, aren't you?
Whoa! Hey, I'm on Zoloft too. The sadness is strong in me.
Zolsoft.
No. We just lowered the dosage. Rock hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hard right now.
Yeah, you're just you crying with a rock hard penis.
That's right. It's a trade-off. But it solves a lot if you're bored. A lot of people are obviously hooked on drugs of some kind. Whether you're a pothead or something harder.
Yes.
So what does one do for a fucking happy existence outside of that?
Well...
I mean, is that even a happy existence?
Well, I thought I was a film aficionado for a little bit, but it turns out I just like movies. You try to find something to fill the hole, and then you watch, some of the artsier stuff. It's Dykes in the Renaissance, and you're like, again? Jesus Christ.
You're like, I guess I can pretend I'm smarter.
I can't tell my new friends how much I love the movie Bloodsport, though.
I wear my glasses on the tip of my nose now.
The Artist, yes, of course, Academy Award winner 2001. Have you guys seen Cobra? That's when I knew I wasn't a film expert, when the movies that, quote, touched me always happened when I was on weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movies that touch me are trashed by internet blogs. So yeah, you get into movies and shit. You know what a lot of people like to do? Run.
If I see one more of those douchebags on Instagram.
Just run without filming it. You don't have to film it.
Yeah, it probably makes the process way easier, actually.
I think so too, and I think then you also get like a little bit more self-esteem because you're not a person who's only running to show people.
Exactly, you're running for you.
You're running for you. You're not running from something or towards something.
Yeah, you're just running.
You're not running from your childhood that led you to drinking and cocaine.
But if you're running on Instagram, you're just like, please everyone, like me.
Look at me do healthy things.
Yeah. I'm not eating waffle fries like you.
Honestly, unfortunately, I see a lot of people do this, and you're not a person who does this, and I really appreciate that, which is they love to talk about their fucking sobriety every chance they get. Every chance they get. The anniversary, what it did to them, fucking...
I don't like talking about my sobriety. I like talking about when I was a drunk.
Or as he calls it, the good old days.
Those are much more fun stories. I think I said this before, but I'll say it again. This one time before work at CVS, I drank a 12-pack of Miller High Life alone in my car. I got to work like an hour and a half early to do that.
That's what happy looks like.
Yeah.
All right?
Because I didn't want to drive drunk, but I still wanted to drink 12 Miller High Life. So I was like, I'm a genius.
And you'll be sober by the end of the shift, ready to drive home.
Yeah, I'm sober enough. You should think of the good old days to entertain yourself while you're sober. But to stop yourself from going back to drinking, you should think of the and the time in a detox clinic and shit like that.
If someone has their fun, I just mean like it masks so much boredom to just like I'm gonna do blow tonight. I'm gonna do blow tomorrow night. I'm gonna do blow while playing Uno.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun night. And then it's just like, I can exercise. I can start a pottery class. A lot of little activities. And I don't know if that's what happiness really is.
Well, if you're like me, you can still do other drugs. You just can't drink alcohol.
Well, you have the huge advantage of none of this really applies to you because you do stand-up comedy, which is it's a high wire act that most people don't have.
Yes, just like people who run, I do this by myself. I don't post any clips on Instagram.
He's very underground.
I'm very underground.
No one knows he's doing it.
Yes. Which is perfect for me.
Well, a purist.
I owe money to the IRS, sure.
They're not looking for Fuck City, USA.
Oh, how'd they find my Venmo?
You owe $47,000 in taxes, Mr. Fuck City, USA. A lot of people do fucking classes and shit, and they like to post about it. I find that a lot. You love to post about your anniversary. You love to post about the new things you're doing, the wholesome activities.
Yeah.
I'm a professional picnicker now.
Doesn't it make you want to post the sad things just to even everything out? And everyone's like, hey, I'm taking a photography class.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you just post like, hey, it's 3 p.m. and I just beat off. And I had other plans, but I gave them up.
I just did coke before I went into the post office. All right? That's a fun day.
I talked for 3 minutes.
That's a fun day.
They had to stop me.
Yes, sir, you lick the envelopes.
That's good.
I don't know when we're going to move past it, but you still lick them.
Yes, sir. I guess Bloodsport is underrated.
Sir, could you lick the envelopes before you come in and not make eye contact with them?
Hey, send Susie over here. I want her to watch me lick.
Yeah. I don't want to do my envelopes in front of you. I want to do them in front of her.
Hey, listen, I don't think you heard me, buddy. I'm not a fag. Bring Susie over here.
Sir, what do you mean do them? You know what I mean.
I'm not a goo gobbler, all right? I'm not into you.
Christy's not in today. Do you have any female?
Do you have any women or Korean men who can fucking watch me do this?
Stop tugging at your sweatpants, sir. This is all I have.
Dude, yeah, that's what we should start doing, dude, just to combat the fake little, oh, I'm trying to fix my life.
Because I'm...
like, yeah, I'm in Chinatown right now, and I just yelled at a hooker because I couldn't get it up.
And by yelled at, I mean killed. Because if she knows, she'll tell the other hookers. And I have a reputation on that corner. Pays early, doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit is the best thing that someone can say about you as a John, I think.
Oh, it doesn't hit. Just they'll walk right up to your window.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Like, holy shit, there are still gentlemen in this world. That's right, bitch. Now, where do I put this $200?
Yeah, that is another thing. Hookers, you can get into hookers if you don't want to do drugs, but I mean, hookers are just another drug, right?
That is a drug. Gambling. I mean, gambling is a replacement for a lot of people. Like I said, the advantage of having stand-up comedy is just a fucking beautiful thing. You know, because you get a high somewhere. You get a high.
It's true. I don't know if I would have gotten sober without stand-up, to be honest.
I mean, what are you going to do? Apple pick?
Apple picking seems like it could be fun. I don't know if I could
Not
ever...
often.
I know. I could never...
Once every 5 years. You really need a woman with you to go apple picking, too. It's not a solo activity.
Or a Korean man.
Or a Korean man. A lot of the wholesome activities, I'm sick of seeing the posts about it. Especially if you don't have a family. If you're bringing kids and shit, all right, show me the apple
like
picking.
the family stuff isn't for us. That's for other members of the family.
That's for other families.
And to be honest, when someone does have a family, I kind of go, oh, that's nice. There was a girl I followed on Instagram. She's an OnlyFans model. And all she ever talked about was having sex on camera and how much she loved Disney. And she had about 1,000 videos of either Disney or advertising her OnlyFans. And I was like, all 1,000 of these pictures and videos could have been summed up with one tweet, I got molested.
Oh my God.
One tweet, bam, that's all you need.
Dad wasn't there.
We're talking about other addictions, though. I think what we're getting around to is the Lord, right? If you don't want...
The Lord really is a cheat code. That is your new drug.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're believing in something that doesn't really give you happiness. But what is happiness when you get down to it?
And I might not like hanging around you anymore.
Well, honestly, you need a new crowd anyway. You can't give up heroin and keep hanging out with the heroin addicts.
Yeah.
So you
I'm not a heroin addict, John. Jesus.
At least with Jesus, you get a new community.
Well, yeah,
A way more boring community.
By the way, that's why stand-up comedy helped me so much. I didn't have to give up my old friends. Some of them I didn't hang out with as late in the night, but they're there anyways.
Or at all.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Teddy just makes a whole lot less sense when I'm not 12 bourbons deep.
Yeah.
He had some good punchlines before I gave up drinking.
I don't think he's kidding now, though. He just says Jews will not replace us. No one laughs.
He doesn't even say it in a jokey cadence. I think pumpkin patches, apple picking, pottery, these little fucking stupid things we do, cottagecore shit, I think they're poor substitutes for happiness.
Yeah.
I think you got to get into like fucking rock climbing, bungee jumping, get a thrill somewhere else.
Kickboxing.
Something where there's risk. I think that's why gambling is honestly, it's not a perfect substitute because you can still ruin your life. But like It kind of gives you a lot of that shit.
We don't recommend you going to gambling. That's one vice, thank Christ, I never had. What do I like to do? I like to piss money away. That's fucked up.
I will never understand the gambling because just at its core, you're never going to do more than break even over your entire career. So what's the point?
You're
So
not going to break even, too. And it seems like they almost only get the high when they've lost shit, too. Like, they can't be like, I'm up $30,000.
Oh, because it matters more. Yeah, I'm down $30,000 and I just won $7,000. I fucking needed that. We're going to put that back in and we're going to turn it into 50.
I'm alive again, boys.
And Poker Champions on fucking ESPN and stuff, they give fucking false hope to anyone who's getting into gambling. Okay? A poker champion, he's got sunglasses on. He's
A cowboy hat.
it shows
They call him the Jesus.
he's got $862,000 next to his name. You're like, holy shit, gambling, maybe happiness does come from that. Cut to you on the roulette table, putting your last $75 on black.
Come on.
Come on.
I just need a little bit to keep me going.
So gambling's not the answer. I think thrill-seeking is the answer. Fucking get a jet ski. Start bungee jumping. Do a little skydiving. You might die, but you're going to feel something in the process. Or get into stand-up comedy.
Or just walk around in a bad neighborhood with a shirt that says, "Fight me."
Yeah, go full Bruce Willis with the N-word on a sandwich board sign.
Start calling yourself the bare-knuckle Batman.
No one with a dick past 6 inches can take me down. So get off drugs, guys, but you're going to have to find a thrill if you're going to do it, okay? And please don't post about it. We don't want to see it.
That's it.
Bye, guys.